Hello, everyone, and welcome to Red United TV. It's your boy, Ivor and Spice, and welcome to the Manchester United Weekly Bulletin, episode 14, 13, I believe, guys. Welcome again, because this week has been eventful for Manchester United, in terms of transfers, in terms of news, cancellation, game postponement. We've had it all this week. COVID, we have had it all. Operations, such and etc. Yes, guys, we have had it all. And welcome, guys. And as always, if you're new to this channel, remember to subscribe, smash that like button, and remember to share, because why? Sharing Ivorian Spice, guys, is always caring. On the road to what was it 3K right now, 300,000 subscribers. So make sure you share, guys, get as much people to watch as well, and come and enjoy, because as always, it's Friday night and I feel alright. The party's all over on Red United TV as always, guys. Tune in. So many news we have today. Big up Bruno Fernandes, always in, always here, always representing as well, showing his support as always. Big up to you. Yes, guys, we've got so much to talk about this show. We've got Oli, we've got Bruno Fernandes, we've got Marcus Rashford, we've got Raphael Varane himself, we've got Camavinga, he's on import, Pogba's future. So much has happened in this week. And of course, we get straight stock popping from last weekend, Saturday, Sunday, where you've heard news of circulating, breaking out that, of course, our manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, has signed a contract extension to 2024, a 3-year contract extension. Boy. And a lot of people, it was mad. It was crazy, guys, because people were going crazy, losing their bananas. Like, what do you mean a new contract? He doesn't deserve it. How can he get a new contract? I can't believe this. He hasn't won nothing. He don't deserve nothing. But again, guys, it is what it is with Manchester United renewing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This was always going to happen, because this was news surfacing after we lost the Europa League final, guys. And I remember this, that Manchester United were looking to extend Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in what contract, and they were also happy with what he has done for the season. So they were just trying to find the right time, guys, to give you this news of Ole extending his new contract. Because at that moment there, damn right things were stale. Damn right people was upset and angry. And if they brought that news then after losing the Europa League final, it would definitely not go down well. For them to release this after signing Jadon Sancho, to mix it in with that feeling like, yo, guys, we just signed Sancho, let's just throw it in there, they might accept it. And they threw it in there, people accepted it. And of course, if you want Manchester United to progress, if you want Manchester United to go for their number one targets, it's really important for them to know that the manager's future is secure. Not that I care about. I don't go to job interviews and ask them, the guy when they ask me, do I have any questions after interviewing me? By the way, are you going to be in the next 6 months or a year? Because it really matters for me to accept this job. It doesn't really matter. I want money. I want money. The money secures my future. I don't care if you're not going to be here next 6 months' time or 1 year time. People can argue like that and say that it doesn't really matter. Sometimes you sign for the club, not for the manager. It's true. It's football. Sometimes you sign for the club and you don't sign for the manager, because that club is a big club. Big opportunities. It's all about opportunities. Let's be real. Bruno Fernandes says, how do I feel about Rashford news? That is on the agenda, so you'll get my opinion about Marcus Rashford's surgery. Because as you know, guys, things have been confirmed. But we've already signed a new 3-year contract, which is funny because other clubs like Man City, Pep only signed 2 years contract. Thomas Tuchel, after winning the Champions League, only signed a 2-year contract. Mauricio Pochettino only signed a 2-year contract. But we give Oli a 3-year contract when he hasn't achieved anything. But it is a make or break season for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, guys. Remember to smash that like button, roll to 3K. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share as well. Make sure you share to every single social media platforms you've got, guys. It's really important for you guys to get as much people to tune in and support the channel as always. But yes, moving on to that, during the weekend, Man United lost to QPR, Queen's Park Rangers. I believe it was 4-2. Disgusting results, but you cannot be angry if Manchester United lose a preseason game. Preseasons game is about getting minutes in those legs, guys. And that's what Manchester United did. Although the performance was horrendous, disgusting at times, we didn't even possess the ball against QPR. So I can understand for those Manchester United holics fans that are upset. Yeah, I understand you was upset, but it is pre-season. Like I said before, famous guy said the joke. I said a joke. You upset at breakfast? That's equivalent to being upset at breakfast time when you're upset about pre-season, because pre-season is breakfast for us, for us fans. If you're upset at breakfast, you wait until lunchtime. That lunchtime represents the start of the season. And you know how Manchester United, if the season goes not well, by dinner time, end of the season, that represents you'll be hella pissed off. So just don't be angry at breakfast, man. Chill the F down, calm down, guys. It's just a defeat. It is what it is against QPR. Bruno Fernandes says you can't delay the inevitable in which Oli gets the sack. As I said, 100%. 100%. If Oli will get sacked, he'll sack himself, He's got nothing to hide anymore. There's no more excuses, guys, for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to remain at the job. He has to succeed. He has to win a trophy. And I was saying this on Alice Talks Football. Make sure you subscribe to Alice Talks Football. That he has no more excuses. If whether you're Oli in, Oli out, it doesn't matter. The guy has to win a trophy to really prove to us why he's supposed to be in this job and why he deserves the job at Manchester United. Because many argue that he shouldn't be in this job. I argue that he shouldn't be in this job. But yeah, I'm backing him until the wheels all fall down. Even though I see smoke coming out the car, the wheels are starting to fall off. One wheel has come off already. The bumper's slightly coming off, and I can see it going down. Mess. Still gonna, stay behind this wheel and ride it to the end until everything falls off, until smoke comes out of the car and it's peak and it sets on fire. I'll back him. I just won't be like, yeah, that's my boy, though. That's my boy. Nah, I'll be like, it's gonna be a situation where the guys are saying, I swear that's your boy. What? Who? What? Oh, he's your boy. What? Oh, no, that's not my boy. Nah, you got him confused with someone else. That's not my boy. Until we start denying him, Moving on to Monday, guys. Monday was interesting because it was news that broke through where everyone was waiting. Manchester United are delighted to have agreed a deal in principle to sign Raphael Varane on Monday. Fans are buzzing. Even Paul Pogba was buzzing, sending a cheeky little snap, on his Instagram, uploading him, smiling at Varane as Varane smiling back, knowing that you know what time it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what time it is. But yes, the whole world of Manchester United emotions was set on fire, getting a world-class defender, which was beautiful. I was excited, my friend was excited, everyone was happy. Raphael Varane, for the amount of £41 million pending with medical. It was so nice. A world-class defender. And you know what pisses me off? People like Jamie O'Hara disrespecting Varane. Comparing him to Ben freaking White. Ben White, champion, last season was in the championship, saying that Ben White is far better defender, far better than Raphael Varane. Are you all right? This is why Jamie O'Hara didn't do well at Tottenham. He was a reject, and a reject like that has reject minds. Stupid mentalities as well, because for you to not make it at Tottenham, there's not right. And of course, with injuries with him, look at him now. He's fat and everything. He's looks like he's out of shape, out of weight. Doesn't look like life's good for him. In fact, he's just happy that he's on Talk Sports so he can get some money, because apart from that, he wouldn't have no other opportunities. I'll be honest with you. For him to say that Ben White is better than Varane, choke. Raphael Varane, who is a World Cup winner, 4-time Champions League winner, playing for Real Madrid 10 years, starting from 7 years, got rid of Pepe, one of the best defenders in the world. Pepe is still better than Ben White as we speak, for the things he's done at Porto so far. So I don't know what Jamie O'Hara is on like. So sometimes when Man United sign players, they just like to play down these players. Raphael Varane chose us. He wanted to come to Manchester United 10 years ago, but he chose Real Madrid because of the pathway of getting to the first team was impossible due to Village and Ferdinand, and he was a fan of Manchester United. So he set his dream aside to play for Real Madrid because Zidane made a call. Once Zidane calls, you're flying over to Real Madrid. And that's what happened. So yeah, it is what it is, man. Finally, 10 years late, we get in there. You know how Manchester United are in the transfer window, guys. We can take 10 years. We've taken 2 years on Jadon Sancho and we finally got him. They got to Bruno Fernandes that says that Varane is going to be dominant. And yes, with him, with Harry Maguire in centre defence, tasty. It's going to be tasty, guys. Big ups to you guys. Make sure you smash that like button as well. When we're moving on to Tusabe on Monday as well, news was coming out with Tusabe saying that Manchester United are looking to extend the contract of Tusabe before he goes out on loan. And they're thinking, guys, Tusabe, to me, his future's done. It's better for him to move on. But if Manchester United want to extend his contract, probably because they see something in him and still pull him out on loan, he's 23 or 24. At that age, he should be playing first team football for a very good team or a good team. He should be playing first team football at that age. That's the age where you're a man in football. So for him, if he's not getting that right now at Manchester United, it means he will never make it at Manchester United. His injuries stole him as well, and he has not progressed properly because of injury. So with that, I just think that he should be getting, so we should be getting some money from him so he can fund future transfers. But with that, Tusabe, it looks like Manchester United looking to extend his contract. That's what various sources are saying. Moving on to Tuesday, which was Manchester United playing against Brentford. Manchester United drawing 2-2 against Brentford. Brentford, newly promoted to the Premier League team, was in the Championship. I believe they won the playoff or came second in the Championship. They done well. They done really well as well. It caused some problems. Manchester United not playing their strong side as well. Remember, all preseason games, Manchester United have been playing with under 23s and some rejected first team 11 players. People like Dan James could be playing. Drink break, guys. So yeah, so back to Brentford. So people like Dan James be playing, rejects like that, and obviously Juan Mata was playing, but some pretty good goals by Elengo, who scored so far. I believe he's the top goal scorer in pre-season. Elengo scored a very good goal. So did Andreas Pereira. Brentford as well scored some 2 lovely goals. Big up to Bruno Fernandes that says, what a screamer by Andres, which was a lovely goal. But again, he's another player that needs to go to make way for other players to come in. So, yes. So we were with Tuesday, Manchester United drawing. Moving on to Wednesday, guys, where it's been interesting, where we had Marcus Rashford, who other Manchester United players was known to attempt to convince Paul Pogba to stay. After Manchester United signing these players and etc., even Paul Pogba having a cheeky Instagram post with Raphael Varane showing how delighted he is for Manchester United, for Manchester United to agree a transfer, for him to come over to Manchester United. With that, we heard that a lot of Manchester United players are just trying to convince him to stay. Like Labile, just forget about those haters. Forget the media. You are the one, and that's what Paul Pogba wants. He wants love, but he doesn't want love from his players. The players show him love. He wants love from us, the fans, because people are too minded. Bruno Fernandes is too minded about Paul Pogba. He would like to see the back of Paul Pogba. Me, I like the best players to stay. If they're unhappy and they clearly come out and say that they want to leave, then you let them go. He hasn't verbally come out and said on the press conference that I want to leave, because he's very respectful. Pogba is. We're moving on to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes, who's saying that how excited he is after seeing the Manchester United summer activities. That was also coming out on Wednesday. He had an interview as well with Sky Sports and also with the club website itself, saying that he's delighted. He feels like the team is improving, especially as he came back from training. He says that mentally the players are there. you see that the players are hungry, but it's what we have signed. Someone like Sancho coming in, and also Varane. It shows where Manchester United want to go. So Bruno Fernandes is looking very, very happy, looking forward to the next season, and so am I. I'm looking forward to the next season. I'm looking forward to the new formation that our manager wants to play. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And coming Thursday now, we have Manchester United's game against Manchester United game against Preston North End, which was meant to happen on the weekend. News came out saying that, of course, the match itself will be postponed due to a COVID outbreak, which today they have clarified and said that they have taken the right procedures to postpone the game in terms of COVID itself. So they've done the right things. So that's what happened on Thursday. And news as well was circulating from many sources saying that the Camavinga deal, guys, right now, it's looking a bit 50-50. It's looking at Manchester United will wait maybe to the end season to see how it goes with Camavinga, because, of course, they believe that although they're interested, and also other clubs are interested, they will like to wait and see what happens before they go into it. I believe, like I said before earlier, I believe that Manchester United probably needs to sell, because they probably spent most of their money on their two targets, which was Raphael Varane and also Jadon Sancho, which was their number one target. So I'm really, really pleased with that, guys. I'm so pleased with that. So getting the number one targets for two positions, which was right wing and center defense, is what we needed. So now it's all about getting rid of the dead wood, and that's the type of news that came out on Wednesday, going into Thursday morning, that Manchester United next transfers are looking, or always depending on whether we get the exits in terms of the players, the fringe players to leave, sell them, and then we can look at getting some more players in. So it all depends. And I would also say it depends on Paul Pogba's future, even though Paul Pogba's future is not clear, even though we have news on his future later on in the show, which will just say that. So yeah, with that, with Camavinga looking 50-50, and we have today's news with Marcus Rashford, who came out as Bruno Fernandes was saying. Marcus Rashford will be undergoing surgery and will be out for about up to, I believe, 8 weeks, which will be all the way up to October. It's now that he has set his date for his surgery, and it's I believe it's a shoulder surgery. So he undergoes surgery on his shoulders. I feel like he's got more than just that. Probably his ankle. If he probably needs Marcus Rashford needs a lot. And I said to myself, Marcus Rashford should have gotten this surgery done way after the Europa League finals, guys. You let me know what you think about that, because he should have got his injury sorted out after the Europa League final. There was no need for him to go to the UEFA Euros 2020. Ferguson would have never allowed him to go. So I don't understand why our current manager, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, let him go. He says, you should have told him straight away, Rashi, I love you, but straight up, go and do your surgery. Go into your surgery. Bruno Fernandes says that Rashford, a fully fit Rashford is a generational talent. A half-fit Rashford right now scored about 20-something goals, 11 assists. So fully fit Rashford definitely looks that could be a generational talent. And yeah, I can agree with you on, even though Rashford, Crashford, Rash Bandicoot sometimes annoys me in terms of decision making, but I would love to see a fully fit Marcus Rashford, because I want to see what a fully fit Marcus Rashford can do. I'm tired of the unfit Marcus Rashford now. Even though the unfit Rashford still gets goals and assists, gets a lot of goals and assists, but at the same time, we would like to see a fully fit. I wonder if a fully fit Marcus Rashford will make the right decision making. The reason why it could be he's making the wrong decision making could be because he's injured. Those injuries can stress out the mind, so you end up making the wrong decision. If your shoulder's paining you while you're about to feint left or feint right, and you want to shoot, it's gonna mess up your decision making. It's gonna mess your brain. You're gonna be like, before you take a shot. Once that's happened, once the pain just sharpens and goes straight into your brain, you make the wrong decision. Think about it, guys. Just imagine if you get fully fit Marcus Rashford, where there was no sharp pain sending through his brains and etc. You know what I mean? He'll start making the right decision. I feel like You may think everyone's about you're trying to hell a lot of shit, but no, guys, deep it, man, deep it. Bruno Fernandes says, I think Rashi should be in the convo with Mbappe and Holland. If only Oli could make the right decision. Yes, but it's again with that, it's on Rashford's development. Bruno Fernandes, it's on Rashford's development, whether he wants to develop and get way better than what he currently is right now. And that I want to talk about, of course, that happened today, because this is all today's news that's coming out today. We're on Friday right now, guys. As always, remember to smash that like button as well. Remember to share. We are on 3K subscribers on the roll to 3K subscribers. Well, gotta think big. We got Kieran Trippier news coming out from the Telegraph. It's saying stuff like Kieran Trippier's move depends on what happens as well with Manchester United's outgoings, and they might potentially sign him towards the end of the season, end of the transfer window. So it looks like we could get Kieran Trippier towards the end of the transfer window. But I'll be honest with you guys, we should keep that low. I don't know why we're trying to spend our money on Trippier when we should focus on our money on the CDM, a quality one, and also on the striker when we already have like right backs. We probably got people in the reserves that can probably come in and deputize for Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Next on the list, guys, we've got Manchester United boss Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, who is delighted with the transfer business, and he's been gloating about it for some time. He's been impressed with Manchester United's transfer windows activities, saying that, of course, it shows how serious the club is in terms of their ambitions as well, where they want to go. Yeah, he's really happy that the club signing some Sancho and Varane so damn early shows intent and their ambitions. I've got some quotes here, but I need to find it first, guys, which is to do with exactly what Oli said. Let me just get straight to it. Just bear with me. Yeah, damn it. You know what? I should have screen saved it or something like that, or screenshot it. Would have been way, way better. But yes, I should be able to find it in a minute. Well, we've got Pros Only. Big up to Pros Only. Says that Trippier is forcing his way to United. He's in Manchester now. Wow. If he really is, yeah, he must be a joker, man. You can't force yourself to Manchester United like that. And the thing about Trippier is that I'm very sure he wants money. He really, really, really wants money. You know, because we've read news about him wanting money in terms of his last big contract. If he was to go to Manchester United, it would be for a very good. They would have to offer him a very good amount of money. So I'm not quite sure with Trippier, man. I don't know where his ambition is at. With this other thing, I think I don't believe I can find this. But yeah, as I was saying, guys, he was just saying how Manchester United are showing their ambitions in terms of doing the transfers early, and he's been pleased with it as well, that he's been fully backed. Bruno Fernandes says he wants Camavinga. I would like to have Camavinga as well. Definitely would like to have him. Big ups to you guys for tuning in as well. So again, we move it on to Raphael Varane as well. Of course, today, guys, as you can see, Raphael Varane has been posting his last bits and bobs of his farewells at Real Madrid, and Real Madrid as well. I posted some pictures on their Instagram account. So it is official, guys, whether you believe it or not. You know, even though he hasn't signed yet, welcome to Manchester United, Raphael Varane, mon frère, man. Bon arrivée. Yes, taking pictures, Real Madrid saying thank you, Real Madrid putting thank you posts, memories and memoirs and all, etc. Friends posting saying goodbye to Raphael Varane, all his teammates, you know. So it is real, it's official, you know. Get used to it. But I believe by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it would have been a done deal, confirmed. Furthermore, last but not least, we've got Manchester United Paul Pogba news as well. there's never a transfer window out news on Paul Pogba's future. It's never a weekly bulletin without Paul Pogba being talked about. Bruno Fernandes says, dude, there is a kid in South Africa, still 15, but if United can get him in the academy, I'll be alive. He can be something big. Well, if there's a kid out there in South Africa that's doing things, you need to start taking videos of him and, promoting him, trying to get his clips out there, especially on YouTube, or Instagram. But with Paul Pogba's long-term future coming up to surface again, you've got Dermish, Sky Sports presenter, that come out with news saying that Paul Pogba, it's been known that Paul Pogba does see a future at Manchester United. He does see a long-term future at Manchester United at the club. But of course, he may not commit at this moment in time during this transfer window. So he could commit during the season. So Paul Pogba likes what's Manchester United doing right now. So he said he loves the club. Of course, he respects Oli and etc. But Paul Pogba at the moment, he's just, of course, weighing up his option before he signed his last big contract. So which I can't blame Paul Pogba if he wants to do that. He's allowed to weigh up his option. He's 28. He realized that he's 28. There's not that much he can do in terms of his next big step. So the next contract is really important. And Manchester United himself, if they want to show that they're serious about winning trophies, especially if they want to keep Paul Pogba in, they have to show that they're serious. And with this, signing Varane, signing Sancho, the next signing is very important. So Pogba right now, he should do what he does right now. He should watch, keep an eye out. Because again, if I was a football player and it's my career that's on the line and I'm 28 and I've come to the club that I played for as an academy as a second spell, and of course they're not doing the business on the pitch, and you got fans that don't like you at the same time, you got media outlets that don't like you at the same time, you might want to leave, But some people say, don't be a bitch, be strong. If you're strong-minded, but how long can you be strong for, Just like when it comes to racism situation, how long can the black men be strong for? We've been strong for so many years, but we're technically starting to break, we've had enough is enough. But yes, how long can Paul Pogba take this? And Paul Pogba should weigh his opportunities, see what Manchester United are doing, see what happens. And yeah, boom, if he wants to sign a new contract, which I urge, I would love for Paul Pogba to sign a new contract. No one here wants him to leave. You're all here saying, Pogba, please don't go. Please stay. Please don't leave me. I'm only joking. That's what will happen at the end when you leave, because you can say good riddance now or go and all that stuff. But when the reality hits, and then you see if we don't bring anyone in, and then you see what we have in midfield, like the Fred situation, you will cry. You will cry. Unless Van der Beek comes and saves us, you will cry. Big up to the guys. He's Bruno Fernandes says, I can't care less about Paul. It's inevitable. Bruno Fernandes definitely feels like Paul will be leaving, but can you blame him though? He knows why he should leave anyway. And you got big up red tinted views. He says that Paul Pogba's stringing us along to keep all options open. I don't even think he's stringing us along to keep options open. I think he's entitled to do that right now. It's the pivoting right now. There's the lighting movements, like you're painting, yeah. So you'll see your options now, because right now you've had enough of the man that you're currently with, innit, or that you was with. He's not offering nothing at the moment. Got nothing to offer. So you're gonna have to start considering your options. You're in the prime of your life. You can have any guy that you want. That's like the fifth thing. You can have any guy that you want. Pogba, at the end of the day, he's entitled to keep his option open, because we ain't done anything on the pitch. Like, come on, man. Let's be real, man. As much as he's been inconsistent, our club has been inconsistent. Our players have been inconsistent. Our manager's inconsistent in decision making. That doesn't help at all. The only people that's been consistent is Bruno and his goals and assists. But you all know that his performance has been inconsistent. Same as Rashford. His goals and assists is consistent and saved us. But his performance is inconsistent. Even to Cavani, performances are inconsistent. It's just up and down, up and down. And you guys know that's just the truth. Just for that, we should sell. No player should be holding Man United like this. That's the thing. I don't believe Pogba's holding Manchester United. You can't hold a club to ransom. You're leaving at the end of the season. The contract's coming to an end. It's whether the club wants to show him whether they're serious, you know. You guys need to understand this in life. Like, your career is your career. Like, whatever you do in your life is what you want to do. Yeah. You can't have people messing with your life, you know. Like, you want to achieve things, you have ambitions. This is for all human beings in life. You have ambitions you want to achieve. If that someone's in your way and stopping you from achieving your ambitions, you know yourself, you'll advise that person, tell that person to cut. They're not good for you. They're not good in your life. Manchester United right now are not good for his life right now. Until Manchester United sort themselves out. Let's be real. No player's bigger than the club, but Manchester United not a big club anymore. I've always said this before. We're not a big club anymore. So we can't be like, oh, he's holding us for ransom. Who is he? No. What ransom? What is that for Pogba to hold? Do we win trophies or something for us to be held to ransom? No, we don't. We just have money. We just have money. That's all we do. Have money. We don't have no credentials. We don't have a good manager. We don't have good coaches. You know, we've got decent guys, average guys at their best. You know, average players that he plays with. You know, average first 11. Like, I remember the day Pogba passed to Chris Smalling and Chris Smalling passed the ball, and I saw the face on Pogba saying that I'm really playing with some shit guys. You know, I'm really playing with some shit guys, and this is what I have to do with. It's not easy. He's not really holding us for ransom. It's we are the one that's holding him for ransom. We should let him go, but we can't because we know he's too good. We know he's good for us. Manchester United know that they're good for us. Good power is good for the club. They know that they're holding for ransom because of money. Manchester United make money off his name. The guy's gonna leave at the end of the season. He ain't holding no one for ransom. He has the option. He can go wherever he likes. His contract ends next season. My contract ends next season. I'm not holding no one for ransom. I'm saying, listen, pay me or shut up or go away. Manchester United, are they going to pay him? Nah. Man supports Man United, not Paul Pogba. I'm not. Man's not coming. Sorry, guys. When I wear these shades, it makes you feel like I can't read. Like, man supports Man United, not Paul Pogba. Man's not committed. Sell ASAP and get it on that Grealish action. That's the thing. Look, I don't support Paul Pogba. I support Manchester United, but I see that Manchester United is not good for him. That's the difference. I just see that Manchester United is not good for him. You know, again, I support Manchester United, and the best for Manchester United, I'll be honest with you, is to try and retain Paul Pogba because I don't see Manchester United getting equivalent player quality to Paul Pogba. I don't even see Manchester United replacing him. I can see Manchester United not doing that because Manchester United are known to not replace players immediately. It takes time. It took 10, 11 years for them to get a right winger since Ronaldo left. It took so many years to get an actual right back. We had to make makeshifts right back like Valencia. It took 10 years to get a proper. Look at the left back situation. Luke Shaw has been injured in and out. He went missing for so damn long. We had a left back problem situation. We have a centre defensive midfielder problem that we haven't addressed since Michael Carrick retired. That's Manchester United for you. That is Manchester United. Even up front, striker, we don't have an actual number 9 that's been banging for so many years. So we have problems. Anyway, man sees Beckham, Van Nistelrooy, and Ronaldo leave. Yeah, we've all seen them leave, you know. We didn't fold. No one held them. Listen, Beckham didn't hold Manchester United for ransom. Beckham was just Beckham. He got sold. He got sold because his attention was elsewhere. Van Nistelrooy didn't want to leave. Just that Ronaldo situation was a bit peak. He got sold. Ronaldo didn't hold Manchester United for ransom. He said, I've always been wanting to play for Real Madrid. Man United sold him. No one gets held for ransom, you know. You know, it's not like they're saying, give me all your P's and that's it. Like, no one's being held for ransom. It's just that they're always wanting to leave. Life moves on, like it goes on. In football, you can't be held for ransom as a player. You don't have no power as a player in terms of the only thing you can do is say, give me money, and that's it. Otherwise, I leave. But if your contract's ending next year, who's got the upper hand? I do. My contract ends. I don't have to sign anything. You want to sell me? Sell me. Why isn't Manchester United selling Paul Pogba? Manchester United to sell Paul Pogba, just give him to the PSG, but they don't want to do that. They're holding him for ransom. So we're going to pay him that bag for him to keep turning up inconsistently only for France. Check the 5-year pattern, bro. Listen, I again before I say again with this whole inconsistency of what's going on. Our club has been inconsistent performance-wise on the pitch. Can't keep the ball, can't retain the ball, can't play attacking football. What's that got to do with Paul Pogba? 11 players play badly. What's that got to do with Paul Pogba? What's it his fault? Again, I keep saying before, Rashford is inconsistent in terms of 90 minutes. He frustrates everyone. Bruno Fernandes is inconsistent in terms of performance. He just gives you the goals and assists. It's the same for a lot of players. The only person that's been consistent this season is Luke Shaw. Last season, Luke Shaw was consistent. Everyone else has been inconsistent. Throughout the last 5 years, Manchester United have been poor. Jose Mourinho, poor on a Jose Mourinho, inconsistent. So with this whole Paul Pogba inconsistency, I'm not going to accept that because the whole team has been inconsistent. It's inconsistent upon inconsistent. The blind leading the blind. So that is not an excuse. People keep on saying that. The only excuse is the Raiola situation. And I will always say this before. Raiola is an agent. His job is to get the best out of his client. Raiola, I would love him to be my agent so he can sort me out some deals on YouTube. I don't care about Mino Raiola. He's not the problem. Mino Raiola, if you want his players, eventually people say they want Haaland. That's a Mino Raiola client right there. You wouldn't want him because he's a Mino Raiola client. Mino Raiola's got the best players. He's the best coach, best agent in the world. I have to pick up to him. Because he looks after his clients. That's his job. Take care of your clients. That is it. He's an agent now. You can't hate on him, bro. Just because he comes out and tells how it is in terms of the way Manchester United are treating his players. That's how it is. Your mom will do the same damn thing. If your mom sees you getting disrespected, she's your mom's like an agent as well. She represents you as well. She's a representative, so she just sees what's happening to you, and you're doing something to her child that she don't like. She'll come out and let things rip. Everybody knows that. Even people's dad, the same thing as well. So that if we was not a big club, why was Sancho and Varane eager to join us? I agree we ain't as big as we once was due to various obvious reasons, but still hold weight. We hold weight because of name. Clout. Read interviews, we hold name because of clout. We're not a big club. When have we been a big club? When have we behaved as a big? We're not winning trophies. It's been 7 years. 7 years is not a big club mentality. I keep saying it to people. 7 years is not a big club mentality. You will never be a big club if you haven't won anything for like 7 years. The league itself, man. We've been up and down, up and down, up and down. We're sleeping giant, as I would say. And the reason why they joined us, of course, it's still reputation. A lot of clubs will join Manchester United based on reputation as well, because we still hold weight. Our name still holds weight at the end of the day, guys. Do you agree or do you not? Our name does hold weight. And we have those potential positions because of the Glazers' poor upstairs management. But at the same time, it's all about who manages downstairs. Even with the poor management upstairs, our focus as a fan is what's on the pitch as well. Not just what's going on upstairs, but what's on the pitch. And what's on the pitch is not good as well. So we can't just say upstairs is not good and blame them. Upstairs is not good, we know that. But on the pitch, they're not in charge of that. The manager is. And how come Pogba turned up with Ollie's first come in and then dropped the level off the cliff like it was? He's only wanted to put in effort to put two fingers up at Jose. Man, you're Pogba out, man. It's not about that, bro. Forget about that. Like, I'll be honest with you, yeah. Pogba came when Ollie came in, Pogba had his best scoring record, and then some fans abused him again. He had injuries. Still had a mixed season. Last season had injuries, but had a mixed season and ended up really good. As I said before, in Manchester United, I'm not gonna go and get on this Pogba thing about Pogba this and that. It's not about Paul Pogba. Like, it's not about Paul Pogba at all when it comes to Manchester United. And that's what people want to make it about Paul Pogba. Like, show your players some love. There's a lot of players, people that say, oh, back your players or back your manager. But they're not even backing the players. Like, the players is part of The players is a part of the squad at the end of the day. The players is part of the backing, you know. If I want to back my manager, I have to back the players, you know. I can't just be out here slating players all the time, like Pogba this and Pogba that. It's not Pogba because most of the games we played last season wasn't with Pogba. It was without Pogba. And then you saw what was it like without Pogba in midfield. It was horrendous. It was horrible. It hurt your eyes. It makes you want to cry. McFred is not nice. McFred's not nice to see, but as soon as Pogba came in, he saved us a couple of times and done things for us. I'm grateful for the fact that we have a player like that in our ranks, yeah, because it just shows that we can still hold weight and have someone like him. And Varane, I guarantee you, Varane wanted to come. If you guys were tuning in early on, I did explain to you that Varane is also a fan of Manchester United. He wanted to come in because he wanted to do this 10 years ago. But it was the fact that Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand was in the way. And Rio Ferdinand is his idol. If you guys didn't know. Varane's a big fan of Manchester United. That's why he's here. As I said, same man's complaining about Raiola wants Haaland at the club. Thank you, guys. Exactly. And we ain't seen those levels from Pogba since, the odd worldly, a few decent performances here and there, but even a blind man can see that the effort levels are different when it comes to United and France. I'm going to say this again. When it comes to United and France and United are completely different teams. You can't compare France, who's a world-class team, compared to Manchester United midfield that's average, bang average midfield. Just trying to fix our defense just now. Our defense is not of the same level as France. Our attacking force is not the same level as was. He's got better players playing around him, so obviously you're going to see a better Paul Pogba. And with Manchester United, with better players around him, you're supposed to see a better Paul Pogba. Can't carry on his own. Paul Pogba is not a player that carries things or carries a whole team on his own. He needs a good amount of other players so he can show his qualities. That's what it is in football, guys. Some players stand out and can take things and take it forward and take it to man's. And some players need other guys to do that for them so they can show their qualities. That's what it is. That's what it is in life, man. Big up Neil Kane that says, Evening Spice. Great seeing you last night on Alice Talks Football. Great views on point, bro. Big up to you, Neil Kane. Big up for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe and smash that like button as we have come close. As we have actually come to an end. We've overran a bit. Just a bit of interesting talks with red tinted views and pros only and you as well. It's been interesting, man. It's been an interesting weekly bulletin, guys. As I was saying before, guys, make sure you smash that like button. Also remember to subscribe and also remember to share because sharing Ivory inspires caring. Red tinted views. I'm still waiting for you to send me my message. Tell me that I'm ready to come on the show on Monday night and do a podcast with you, big man. Yes, I'm still waiting. Man. It seems to me that you're back and running. So when the season starts, I'll be hollering at you, red tinted views, so we can get your opinions, man. We have to get your opinion, of course, man. You're a strong-minded guy, man, and you love Ollie as well. We all love Ollie. I love Ollie as a player, though, but not as a manager. As a manager, I think he's all right, but he has a lot of learning to do. And it's just weird. It's been 10 years. He can't get that much learning. You know, you can't say that he's learning after 10 years in the job. You know, it's an insult when you start saying stuff like, oh, you know, I'm still learning the game. You know, after 10 years, you still learn after. You know, in my job, if you're still learning after 10 years, they would have sacked you by after 6 months of your probation. You know, so you can't be learning after 10 years. You know, It was love the content, man. Thank you, man. What I try to do is just give people great content, man. Humor and everything, man. Red interview says 100%, bro. I'm all set up now. Just timing now. Beautiful, guys. You hear it live and exclusive and direct right here on the channel on this stream. Red interviews will still make his debut to back his boy because I keep saying, guys, and the guys that come on the show, most of them are Ollie in or Ollie out, but more on the Ollie outside. But we want more people on the Ollie inside because we want different opinions at the end of the day. Like, I need to understand. I understand when you're Ollie in and when you're Ollie out. I do. But I want to understand more when you're Ollie in, and the situation's a bit peak right now for Ollie. We talk, bro. We will talk, man. We will talk and do this soon. Like, as always, guys, I'd like to let you guys leave and enjoy your Friday night. You get me? As obviously, at the end of the day, it's been your Man United Weekly Bulletin. A little bit extended. One-on-one time with the guests, with the guys that's tuned in. As always, guys, remember to tune in on Monday at 8 p.m. for the catch-up. Also, remember to tune in next week, Wednesday, for the Man United next week, Friday, for the Man United Weekly Bulletin. You get me? And hopefully, like I said before, in 2 to 3 weeks' time, hopefully 2 weeks' time, we can get ready to interview on Monday podcast at 8 p.m. As always, guys, remember to keep it united and also remember to keep it Red United. We out. Peace out.